Recording has started. So in our last class, we looked at Git, and I explained in that class that we use Git for version control system. Now today we want to move our projects from our local machine to our remote machine to online, so that your employers can see your projects. You can easily send the link to your projects to your employers, and they can go online and see your projects. The first thing you need to do is to go to github.com and register. After registration, log into your account. So when you log in, you are going to see something like this. Of course, your interface will be a bit different, but can you see this new button? This green new button. Can we see it? That has new written on it. You click on it. When you click on it,
Present yet.
you said,
See your presentation. You're not presented
"Oh,
yet.
sorry, I'm sorry. Let me go back again." When you log into new github.com after registration, you're going to see a page like this. Now, what you need there is this button. Can we see the green new button? Please, can we see it? Hello, please, can we see it? Can we hear me?
For us, it was created with you.
Okay. So click on this button.
And with you, sir.
Okay, sir. Click on this button. This button will create an online repository for you. The purpose of the button is to create an online repository. And what is a repository? Remember when you started a new project, let's assume you want to start a new project now. Offline. But based on what we explained in our last class, let's start a new project together. Let's say this is my project. I want to manage this project with Git. Let's give it a name. Let's call it Git class. I want to manage this project with Git. I'll click on new terminal at folder. The first thing you do is you run git init, right? I explained that's the first thing you're going to do once you start a new project, git init. This is going to, can you see something? Initialize empty git repository. So what you are creating offline is what you're about to create online. You want to create the same thing. What this git init is going to do for you offline is what we're about to do online with the new button. So when you click on this new button, it's going to bring you to this page. Then offline, what happens offline is that it automatically uses the name of that folder as the name of your repository. But online, you need to type the name. Do we get it? Online, you need to type the name. Offline, it automatically it's going to use this name by default. Where is it? Sorry. It's going to use this name, this git class, the name of this folder, as the name of the repository. But online, you need to type the name. That's the difference. So what you did offline is what we're about to do online. Let's move on. Next is you can describe your project, give it a name. Let's give this a name. I can call it let's say another git, anything. Just give it a name. But ensure that this name is unique for each project in your own account, meaning that two projects or two repositories cannot have the same name. Description. This is optional. If you want to describe what your project is about, what the repository is about, you can do that. Next is public and private. When a project is public, it means anybody that comes into your account can see the project. When it is private, only you and those people you choose will be able to see the project. Only you and those people that you add will be able to see this project. But again, I will advise that for now you make all your projects public so that employers can come to your account and see the projects. Except if maybe you are working with an organization, a company, and all of that, then the company may want for security reasons, so that people will not have access to maybe the application, how their code looks like. They make it private. But for now, make yours public. When you are done, ignore all of these things and click on Create Repository. Can we proceed? If you are lost, say I'm lost. Okay. If you are getting it, say I'm getting it. Can we hear me at all?
Yeah.
Please, I can't hear us.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I'm replying.
Okay.
I'm getting it.
I'm with you, sir.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. Next is when you are done doing that, you want to push these offline projects. This offline, you want to bring it online. So, what you're going to do is ignore this first line. You've already done that. It's telling you to do these things offline. It's telling you to run this command offline. So ignore this. You don't need to. Ignore this. README file. README file is a file that explains how your projects work and all of that. But for now, we are not going to go into what README file looks like or how it looks like. For now, our focus is to ensure that our projects move from offline or our local machine to the remote machine. Ignore this again. You've already done this offline too. Remember, in our last class, we looked at how to add and how to commit. Then let's come to this line. If yours is master, you need to run this command and change it to main. This command, if yours is already main, you don't need to run this command again. But if yours is master, you run this command so that it's going to change the master to main. Next, you run this line. The answer of this line is that you are going to be using this URL over and over again. So instead of rewriting this, it's better that you give it an alias. So that whenever you call on the alias, it points to this URL. So the alias we are giving it here is origin. So when you call on origin, it means this URL, but it can be any alias of your choice. Then lastly, you push to that part. So let's do all of these things together. I'll go to my local machine now. Well, remember this is a new project. I don't have any file inside this project. So let's create some files there. So go, let's do that together. I'll open VS Code. Okay, this is the folder. Open it. So let's create files inside this folder. Let's create another file there. Let's say, I don't know, let's just say translate.html. I'm just giving it, okay. So we have a file called I omitted S. Let me rename it. Omitted S. Translate.html. So inside it, I am a translate file. Okay, so we have these two files there now. Next is you go back to your terminal and you run git add. I want to add the two of them, so I can use git add all. Git commit -n based on what we did in our last class. Add your commit message. Added the index and the and the translate page. So I've committed it. So whatever you commit now, you can push it online. So I want to push it into this account. I want you to come here. I want you to come into this place. So what I'm going to do is I will run this line. The reason I'm not running this git branch -m main is because mine is already main. But if yours is master, you start from this place. But if yours is main, you start from this place. So copy this line, git add origin, the URL, paste. If you're unable to paste on your device, you can right click. When you right click, you should see paste. If you're unable to paste, you can do that. Then I also explained that this origin is not a must you call it origin. You can give it any name of your choice. This is an alias. I can call it Taye. So whenever I call on Taye, Taye points to this URL. So press enter. So I've added it. So whenever I call on Taye now, it will go to this URL. So I want to push my project now to this URL. So I'll say git push Taye. Remember, Taye points to this URL main. What this main is going to do is I'm saying that on my local machine, take the main branch and push it to the main branch that is online. Since I already have a main branch offline, take it, whatever is there, and push it to the main branch that we have online. So it will push it. Then I said, if you are running this for the first time, most likely it's not going to be successful. It will tell you to log in. So you need to authorize it. It will take you to the browser. When you get to the browser, authorize it on the browser. So this is successful now. This is done. Go back online and refresh. So we have the two files here. Any question? Can we proceed from this part? Hello everyone. Please, can we move on? Am I here alone? Can we hear me? I can't hear anybody.
I'm answering.
Okay, all right, thank you, sir. Let's move on. After pushing online, let's assume you need to make any changes to your app. If you want to make any, let's say I want to make change. Hello,
Can you
sir.
hear me, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, let's say I want to make any changes to the app. I can come here and add and make any changes. Let's say I want to add some codes there. I can maybe.
Yeah, I said.
Your line is breaking. Hello, sir. Your line is breaking. Okay. Hopefully, when hello, sir. I think maybe your network or something. But I can't hear you. Okay, let's move on. I want to add more codes to this place. I can add it. Let's say I want to add a form. And I want the form to have an input. I want to add a placeholder. Maybe first name. Now I have this. When I'm done adding it, all I need to do is, and I want it to be online too. I want it to be online. All I need to do now is to run git add the name of the file, translate.html. If I wish, I can use git add full stop so that we add everything still the same. Git commit -n from added. Then push it. Git push. So remember these two, we've done these two in our last class. We did these two, this git add and git commit. We did the two in our last class. So the only new thing you are learning now is git push. Git push taye main. Let me make this big.
Yeah.
Git push taye main. Do you notice that we are not running the git add again? That's because we've already added it once. We've already added it. So all you need to do now is once you make any changes, just push. Do you get it? When you make any changes, just push. Once you run this git add once, git add, where is it? Git remote add the URL, and you give it an alias. Whenever you want to push to this URL, just run git push the alias and the branch name main. Do we understand? If it's confusing, say it's confusing.
So seriously, I don't understand this thing, to be fair.
Okay.
I've tried. It's not coming.
Okay, it's not coming. Okay. You said you. I think your end is echo. Your end is echoing at my own end. Please, you can try to remove one of your devices or mute one of them. Aha. Mr. Gideon.
Okay, can you hear
Yes.
us?
I can hear you, sir.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I've been following. Because I just it's online. I just need to connect that.
Okay. Let's go over it one more time. We still have one more thing to check to look at tonight, but let's go over it again one more time.
Yeah. When it comes to
When it comes to
when it comes to connecting the online, I've been able to do that. That one is clear.
okay. Okay. Which part do you now have used with?
It's also I'm just following.
Okay. Let's go over it one more time again. I'll stop recording.